And hello, I'm Muffin Tumble.
And I am Belledrick.
We are here for the championship game of our Open Division tournament here at Y'all Stars Southern Showdown in Thibodaux, Louisiana.
Welcome back. Big game here.
I can't hear you. Is the microphone on? Sorry, you missed it. I'm working with Belligerent Bex. There's an on-off switch right there. Sorry, little technical difficulties, but we'll be right with you. So we have the Villain Era versus B-Side.
I think I'm back. Hello, this is Belligerent Bex. I am also here with a working microphone. Let me give you the B-side roster before we get started. We have number 7, Jackie Daniels, 12, Razor, 18, Misty Maven, 22, Scared to Death, 221, Yeti or Not, 333, True Blocka, 34, Grimace, 55, Blint, 57, Monster Jam, 70, Doc Flatliner, 725, Sparkles Fantastic, 81, Reaper, 823, Harmstrong, and 83, Grit and Barrett.
They're coached by Tiny and Mighty, Killican Bay, and Shake and Bake. And in green, we have the Villain Era. 09, Kingsman, 1229, Jucifer, 23, Yeehaw, Peepaw, 235, Pain, 25, Barrel, 3, H.E. Beast, 3820, Panic, 401, Lock, 5501, Silly Cybin, 567, Scary Dog Privilege, 6, Grizzly Bear, 616, The Other, Mr. Testosterone, 918, Huck Tua, and 96, Shock. They're coached by Candy in the Summertime and Lawless. So both these teams won a game yesterday in order to get to this first and second place game. Villain Era played Trans Rollers United, and they won 189 to 117. And B-Side beat also True 213 to 48. And this is such a fun game because we have all-stars from all over the world playing against and with each other.
Getting ready to get started here on this championship game on this last day of Y'all Stars.
Villain Era in green. It looks like we're going to have H.E. Beast jamming for the first time for Villain Era. And that looks like it's going to be Blint for B-Side.
There we go. We're started with a slow-moving group of 2 full slates of blockers here on the first straightaway.
H.E. Beast was definitely the high score of one of their games yesterday. H.E. Beast will take the first lead jammer status of this game. We do have a downed skater that wasn't on the track, but they still called the jam.
Oh, I see what's happening here. We have a exploded roller skate, I think.
Oh, okay, skate
equipment
repair.
issue here. Every time I've seen this happen, it's happened in front of the skate repair table that we have. It's happened twice where I've seen an axle come off, and both times, very conveniently, I see my coach, Tangles, getting ready to give an assist here.
Oh, we had Morphin there helping out too, but yes, so handy. That's great that they're right there. So that will count as our first scoreless jam of this game. We're going to do a do-over. Which, as I was saying, H.E. Beast, if you're not from Texas, H.E.B. is the world's famous and world's favorite grocery store from Texas. Everyone that goes there loves it. And
I learned that when I was calling the in-house their last game. Thin Mint was making jokes, and I was like, okay, I have to deduce this is a grocery store. And we have a quick lead here. That's Misty Maven for B-Side. And Shock jamming for Villain Era, still working here. Looking for the apex jump, but shut down.
Yep, Shock getting caught up behind Lock and Yeehaw Peepaw. Nice assist there from Grimace.
I think that was Scara who was able to end that attempt at an apex jump. So we have our...
Oh, yeah, Scara was proud of that one. I don't know if you saw it on camera, but there was a big grimace on her face as she skates along with Grimace back to the bench. So 3 points, and B-Side will take the first lead of this game, 3-0.
I have the chat open here, so We'll give you some shout-outs as we go if we're able, but we are off to the start of our third jam. That's Sparkles Fantastic jamming for B-side, and the other Mr. T for Villain Era. But that's going to be Sparkles Fantastic getting lead for B-side.
The other Mr. Testosterone, Start in Hand, still caught up just before the pivot line. And we do have we have a Star Pass. I'm just kidding. So the new jammer of record is going to be Scary Dog Privilege, which is a great name.
It's one of my favorites. So many great names, though. And we got a replay here. Looking at this just effort to get... I don't even see what hole that jammer got through there. And a little bit of magic.
So 6-0, B-side holding Villain Era scoreless.
Looks like we have Beryl on the line here for Villain Era up against Razor for B-side. Beryl, also one of my favorite derby names just because it's so apt. Beryl always just barreling through any opposing blockers. Here getting drawn all the way back by Yeti or not.
Yep, and 3 lead gems in a row for B-side. Razor is the lead gemmer, already back around, hitting the pack at turn number 2. Beryl through on initial. That'll be another scoreless jam for Villain Era, and 4 more in the sky, taking B-side to 10 points.
Villain Era doing a great job at stopping any damage, though. That was actually, I think, the first time that B-side put up a point for each blocker on the track.
Yes, that is our first full completion. Blah. We are on day 4 of this tournament, so sorry, words can be hard.
We got HEB with a very quick lead there for Villain Era, and that is Blint getting pulled all the way back. This, I believe, is Villain Era's first lead status of this game.
No, HE Beast was a jammer in the first jam, but that jam got cut off, but did get lead jam. So 100% lead jammer status for HE Beast, also known as a Wombo combo. Wombo almost through on a scoring pass, caught up at turn number 2.
And we do have a star pass on the Team B side. That was to Monster Jam, but HEB calling it off there.
He did the jam. He did the Monster Jam. 3 on the board by HE Beast. Here's an instant replay. At the beginning of that jam, we're going to see that quick lead jammer status by HE Beast. Boom.
Just finding those tiny little holes. So those were the first points on the board. A lot of 3-0 jams so far early in this game. We have Maven on the line for B-side up against Panic from Villain Era, but Maven is through on that inside line with lead status.
Yep, Panic out on initial.
A little bit of a star stash there to get through. Maven looking for some points. Calling it.
Wow, those B-side blockers just exactly where they needed to be to get Misty Maven halfway through before she calls it. But a quick 2 more points, taking B-side to 12. Villain Era will hold at 3. I want to give a quick shout out to our tournament heads and staff. We have Carmina Piranha, Graham Reaper, The Doctor, Wolverine, James Bondage, PR Armageddon, and Trash Panda. Thank you so much for putting the time in. We couldn't do this wonderful tournament without you.
Mina somehow playing 3 games and running a tournament. It's pretty crazy work there. We got Sparkles Fantastic jamming, pushing against 3-wall at the top there and getting through for lead. Pain for Villain Era, working around the outside on that first turn, but is knocked out. Did not see who that was. I think that was Doc Flatliner with that hit.
Pain wearing the number of Guillotine Grace, who is here in spirit. Grace, we miss you.
We have an opportunity here for the first multi-pass jam of this game.
Grizzly Bear trying to deny that second pass at turn number 2, joined by Kingspin. We also have team announcer member Huck Tua also in that tripod at the back of the pack.
Ooh, nice little spin there for Sparkles Fantastic, but this Villain era wall here, just recycling indefinitely, it feels like.
Yep, the second star pass of this game going again to a Scary Dog Privilege, now the jammer of record for Villain era.
We do have Doc Flatliner in the Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box for B-side, so playing one down right now.
Uh-oh. Cut track penalty on Scary Dog Privilege. Monster Jam knocked her out right there on turn number 2.
Is the first power jam of this game with Scary Dog Privilege forced to have an extended stay at the Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box with B-side freezing the jammer, or the former pivot, who became our jammer of record. So we will have a power start here for B-side early in this championship game. Our score is 20-3, and that was the first multi-pass jam there for either of these teams. So very low-scoring games so far. Lots of impressive defense and quick call-offs.
Indeed, that's Razor jamming for the first time today for B-side. Out at it's already the lead jammer status. There's only 2 leads that have gone to Villain era, both to HE Beast. Power start continues. Scary Dog Privilege just still sitting out from that penalty from the last jam.
Yeti there working to remove Silly Cybin from the rest of the pack. But,
wow.
Focusing on that goat and forgetting we had a jammer in the penalty box.
Oh, yeah. But that Jucifer Yeehaw Peepaw sandwich was doing some great defense at the front of that pack as that jam concludes. The score now 24-3. Villain era held to those 3 points from jam number 5, and we have 4 more on the board for B-side.
I have to give a shout out to Muffin, my co-host here, who does what to me is the impossible, which is score keep and what producers normally do while talking, which is incredible.
It's hard, but I have Johnny Pepper here as our producer and my backup plan. A lead jammer status again for B-side. That is Blint. But yes, thank you, Johnny Pepper. We all know Johnny. We love Johnny.
Kind of the dream team I have here to my right. Ooh, and a little apex hop here for Blint, who is our lead jammer.
And the other Mr. Testosterone with star in hand, still on initial, but this is the first time. Oh no, we do have a star pass too. Huck Tua.
Big hit on Huck Tua, who got the helmet cover in hand, but then was knocked to the outside on that first turn there.
That was really a slick star pass, though. I didn't even notice. He had it in his hand, and all of a sudden it was gone. But Huck Tua, of course, on team announcer as well, hails from Dallas Derby Devils and is definitely a triple threat, actually quadruple with the announcing, but definitely does a lot of things for Dallas Derby Devils.
We have Yeehaw Peepaw headed to take a stay at the Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box. Somehow made eye contact with me on his way there, and I feel bad for calling it out now, but it did happen. Sorry, don't go there if you don't want me to say it.
Hey, what's up? What's up? You see that? Did you see that? Okay, Blint already going on that 5th scoring pass. This will be the highest scoring jam of the game.
Maybe that look was because that is his 3rd penalty early in this game, which I did not realize, but Johnny Pepper has hooked us up with a live penalty tracker, which is pretty incredible. And we have Blint through. This is by far our highest scoring jam of this game so far. That's going to be 24 up on the board.
Oh, yeah, doubling that score for B-side. Wow, 48-3, and we're only 10.5 minutes into this game. We're gonna. Oh, look, the house announcer just said exactly the same thing. We like math.
When that happens.
So we're gonna have Beryl donning the star again. This will be the second time we see Beryl so far this game.
I think is that Maven. Yes, on the line for B-side. Maven through with quick lead, doing Maven things. Beryl looking for a hole here and finds it on turn 2. Maven coming up to this pack here, looking for that inside line, finds it and calls off the jam.
Great jamming by Misty Maven. Also here playing with Team Divergence Roller Derby. We have several people seated on several teams and rosters all weekend. So it's kind of fun to see them getting so much play.
It is. And a couple of the Villain Era players on Friday went straight from playing in their game against TRU into the Mardi Brawl, which is not just playing 2 games in a row, but also requires a costume change.
Oh, yes, and Roller Derby, where every jam is fun. Sparkle's fantastic. Already been declared lead jammer for B-side. And we have Shock donning the star again for Villain Era.
Ooh, Shock with 1 to go takes a big hit from Monster Jam. Yeah, I was going to say that looked a little bit high to me, so Monster Jam headed to the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
Lovely shirt whip off of Dr. Flatliner through, but look at Shock through on initial, flying out. Oh no, just going to get reset. Oh, uh-oh. Little friendly fire at the back of the pack. And Shock indeed that was a penalty, forcing the cut. It was Dr. Flatliner forcing that cut track penalty on Shock. This will be the second power jam in favor of B-side.
And we have Monster Jam headed back to the track after his stay at the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. Sparkle's fantastic. Oh my goodness, taking a big hit there. But the blocker who might be, I don't know who that is. I can't see that number from that far, but they went, I think it might be Juiceford. They went down, so Sparkle's fantastic. Able to hop up.
Wow.
Ooh, just barely manages to get those feet in bounds. This is just some impressive little bit of footwork there. We do have Shock back on the track.
Oh, wow. That was a nice little jukey in and out through another scoring pass for Sparky.
And Kingspin for Villain Era assessed I believe it was a direction. Now sitting in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. Ooh, Sparkle's fantastic.
Sneaking around the outside. Oh, that was sneaky. Shock did sneak out finally at the end of that jam. Those were the first points for Villain Era within 6 jams.
I don't see two 24-0 jams in a row here. We do have an official review here. I believe that's been called by B-side.
And I may have imagined those points for Villain Era, sorry. So they have remained scoreless since jam number 6.
And I want to give a shout out to our royal sponsors, 187 Killer Pads, 888 Poster Giant, and Louisiana's Cajun Bayou.
Of course, this timeout is brought to you by Crash Course. Crash Course helps busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. Want to make a 2-minute jam feel easy? Visit Chrissy Crash, that's Chrissy with a K, crashwithak.com to learn more. Life is a contact sport. Win!
Shout out to our volunteers repairing the track. That is, I believe, Violent Femme's dad doing some track repair. Shout out to our Big Easy volunteers here. I see Royal Pain and Dr. Pepper as well. These are the people that keep all this going. Got to keep the track down. This is Louisiana. Everything is wet all the time.
And what does the sign say?
It says track repair in progress.
Oh, that's cute. I see another sign in the audience that says we're rooting for everyone. Yes, I want everyone to have a good time.
Spread that love.
I also love if we get a shot again of the fans sitting on the first Apex, there's a bunch of people in party hats.
Oh, yeah, yes. The after party starts for me right after this game. I've done dry January, and I am ready. I'm celebrating Groundhog Day the right way.
Did we get a verdict from the rodent? I haven't. I've been very busy. It's tournament weekend.
Well, go to the chat and see what they got to say.
Way to go, Beast. Yeti is a killer. Yeti is a killer indeed. Also doing triple time coaching for Indigenous Rising and also coaching for another team, as well as playing on Black Diaspora.
I think New York.
It is, yes, it is, right?
Yeah, New
I was
York's
surprised she
next.
wasn't on that roster. I guess because Black
There's
Diaspora.
a lot going on,
Yep.
and we do have our third place game next. That will be Fuego Latino against the New York All-Stars. That's coming up immediately after this. Do not have the exact start time, but you know.
Okay, yes, it was Team Salam, and then Yeti's coach name is Turkish Delight, which is delightful.
I love when people use different names in different contexts.
Let's see, who else? Villains play Friday, not yesterday. Oh, thank you, Rowan Page.
Looks like we're getting ready to go back to gameplay.
Hi, Galaxy Inferno. Okay, so, yes, we are ready to party, 76-3. I don't know what was decided, but we're going to have Razor donning the star for the, I believe, for second time. Already been declared lead jammer for B-side. And Panic donning the star again for Villain Era. Panic getting reset to the back of the pack.
And Yeti has just been
Leapfrog!
killing everyone with these dropbacks all weekend.
Jucifer forcing the leapfrog right there and trying to, ooh, there it is. All right, scoring pass for Razor. Ooh. Star in hand, still on that initial. We have Panic. Ooh, narrowly escaping. Two B-side skaters closing that wall and then getting caught up again.
The B-side offense throughout this game.
Star pass to Jucifer.
They've just been getting between those Villain Era blockers, just breaking those packs up. So that was a 12-0 jam, I believe, in favor of B-side, bringing our score to 88-3 with half of the first half left.
76-0 run just since jam number 6. But yet, some Villain are still holding under those 3 points from jam number 5.
Shout out to our friends in the chat who informed me we've been diagnosed with 6 more weeks of winter. That's a bummer. I do live in Louisiana, so that's fine. The longer we can push back summer, the better. I am happy. I do have to go to New York several times for work, though, so I'll be singing a different song then. We have HEB with lead again for Villain Era.
HEB is at 100% lead jammer status.
And the folks here in the room with us in Thibodaux, very happy to see it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm from Texas, so yes, give me 6 more weeks of winter. Pretty, please. Okay, Reaper out and forcing that call off. This will be only the third scoreless jam for B-side. They will hold at 88, but 4 more on the board for Villain Era. They have 7 points, all scored by HE Beast.
Hugs on the track.
Yeah, there's so much love here. A lot of them play with each other and switch teams a lot. They're all friendly. Just under 14 minutes already left in the first half.
We do have Monster Jam wearing the pivot helmet cover sitting in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box for B-side. So pack advantage to Villain Era in the beginning of this jam. And we have Beryl and Misty Maven matched up again. No lead yet. Maven looking for lead and able to get it.
Right when you say it, just Misty just hopped through. Okay, Beryl is in the Hampton Suites Inn penalty box. This will be the third jammer penalty for Villain Era. So power jam B-side.
The blocking with the head, you see those a lot with more shorter statured jammers, especially when they're up against taller walls. They're a little tricky anatomy sometimes here in roller derby, but Beryl is out of the box hot. Oh, just lays down a hit.
And forcing that call up, that was beautiful.
Was that Truvon or was that Armstrong? It was on the other side of the track, but Beryl was like, oh, did you mention the height differential? Because that doesn't actually matter.
Armstrong.
Yeah,
it was Armstrong.
That was so good. I also want to shout out to Scared to Death on that. There was a tripod from Dallas. It was Yeehaw Peepaw, Locke, and Jucifer. And it was a tripod that you thought the jammer was going to get stuck, and then Scara just broke it right up. It was amazing. But they're all from Dallas Derby Devils. Of course, Quadzilla, a.k.a. Yeehaw coaches.
Ooh, quick lead there for Razor from B-side. Other Mr. T donning the star for Villain Era. Looking for some freedom, but is denied by Monster Jam.
Monster Jam also giving a little quick assist there. Mr. T resetting at the back of the pack, still on initial. Jackie Daniels a little hit. Monster Jam again with another hit at the front of the pack.
Little spin move there on turn 3, putting up 4 more. That's Razor from B-side. We have hit the century mark here for B-side, so don't forget to hydrate.
Yes, that is Wombo Combo scoring at scoring. He's the only scorer. HE Beast, yes. Wombo Combo. And someone was saying it was a Wombo Combo yesterday for some stuff he did. It was probably Friday, actually.
All but the days blend together when we're at this point in the weekend. Remember Thursday 3 years ago?
It really was 3 years ago. We do have a star pass. That is going to be Scary Dog Privilege. Almost the Jammer of Record, star in hand. And another pass by Razor.
Another 20 up on the board here for Razor and counting. So we've had several 20-plus point jams in this first half for B-side.
Oh, yeah, Razor has scored 24 points by himself already.
And a little...
Herself, so sorry.
Direction change there to get through on turn 1, coming around looking for more. But I believe, was that 2 minutes? Or is that a call-off? It was right behind our monitor, and I was looking at the wrong thing. Meaning, I was trying to look at the track, even though the monitor...
I think they ran it out, yes. So 120-7, 24 points. That's our
28.
third. Oh, 28. Okay, so definitely the highest scoring jam of the game.
Huge jam there for B-side, getting ready to get going. We have no vacancies at the Hampton Inn Suites, and I'm sorry in advance for saying that. It's like magic. The second the words come out of my mouth, we hear a whistle. I don't know who it is yet. Someone's headed to take a stay.
And yes, sweet, that is a Johnny Pepper bucket scored by B-side, and then some. Sweet is in the feed, Johnny. Johnny says hi.
I don't see anyone going to the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. That might have just been a false start because it was very early. I see Blint. Ooh, getting oh my God.
Nice high kick.
Taken to the outside there by Yeehaw. Pipo manages to stay inside, but the balancing took too long. Blint able to get by.
Oh. Well, fun jam. Again, Villain Era holding at 7 points, and we have 6 more for B-side, taking them to 126. Fairly clean. We only have a total of 12 penalties so far this game. 4 for B-side and 8 for Villain Era.
Nobody in any kind of big trouble yet. We do have, is this an official timeout here? Which, of course, is a crash course timeout. Crash course helps busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. Want a custom training plan with derby-specific workouts, nutrition strategies, and athlete mindset development curated by our epic team of coaches so you can level up this year? Visit ChrissyCrash.com to learn more. Life is a contact sport. Win. We've been having fun with that one.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I want to also give a shout out to Evie of Rose City Rollers fame doing our production. How about our production? Live on YouTube, and then we're seeing games coming out very soon. But we're so grateful for Evie here this weekend.
With a replay.
Free with a replay.
And yes.
Goes crazy.
Let's talk about those instant replays. Thanks again, Evie.
It has been truly an incredible production.
For real.
I want to give a little shout out to the Team Louisiana skaters who have been volunteering, other than when they're playing, to work the camera and the replays in some games.
Donka.
Oh, yeah, indeed. I was looking at one of the coaches for Villain Era. That is Doc Lawless. And Doc Lawless is one of the organizers of the Brazos County Roller Derby, and they do the 7-on-7s tournament in Texas, where a lot of these, well, definitely skaters from both these teams. Johnny and I got to announce for them as they played all weekend, and only 7, of course, are rostered of each of these teams, but...
They're also a pilot.
That's cool.
Oh, Doc is a pilot?
A pilot.
That's
nice.
crazy.
That is amazing.
That is very cool. We have Misty Maven jamming here for B-side Panic for Villain Era. Maven up against the final 2. Oh my goodness. Keeping those toe stops in by a hair. Just superhuman balance there to get lead for Maven. We have Panic holding the helmet cover there in hand. Maven able to put up 4 more, but ooh, a little apex jump there by Panic to get through on an initial pass.
Okay,
Maven looking to grab some points here. Does not complete that apex jump, but calls it before Villanera can add to their total.
Instant replay. Look at the love on the track. But yes, forcing that call off, that was great. So 130 for B-side, and actually B-side won that tournament in Texas. That was in December. So 7-on-7s, Brazos. Look for it next year. And Sweet, you should be here, right? Why aren't you here, Sweet? That is Sweet Feet of coaching fame and Twinkle Toes.
We have Sparkles, fantastic here, jamming and looking for lead for B-side, able to get that, and HEB's attempting
by Yeti. Ooh, and Juicebox, a.k.a. Jucifer.
Jucifer was like, oh, are you going to go that way, Yeti? No, you're not.
Oh,
no,
you missed it? No, you think you're safe? No, I'm going to knock you out, too.
I love that. And we have people in the chat saying, like, these really are 2 teams filled with absolute... This is like the all-star weekend game of a professional sports league. This is like a super group band. Both of these teams with Derby legends.
Indeed. Yeah, it's a pleasure. I'm so excited that we got to call this game because it's a championship game of the Open Division bout.
It is
yeah.
pretty cool to call that championship game. We do have Villain Era using their first Crash Course team timeout. Ready to make 2-minute jams feel easy? Tired of second-guessing your training routine? Want to feel more confident when you step on the track? Then Crash Course is for you. We turn skaters into MVPs. If you started Crash Course today, in 4 weeks, you'll be less tired at the end of a 2-minute jam. In 8 weeks, your footwork will get you to the line faster. And in 12 weeks, you'll be the skater that everyone wants in their pack. Life is a contact sport. Win.
Oh, yes, the other coach for Villain Era is Ice Cole. Why isn't Ice? I hope Ice Cole's okay. I know Ice Cole came back from a knee injury late last year. Maybe that's still in recovery. But okay, Sweet, we'll give you 1 weekend off. 1. But would have been great to see you here. 6.5 minutes left in the first half.
Rolling whistle, so we'll be back to action soon. That looks like Barrel there online for Villain Era.
And I think that's Razor.
Is Razor for B-side.
Yes.
Full 4 blockers for each team. Barreling against this big B-side wall here, but Razor through for lead again. Oh, apex jump attempt there by Barrel. It was a big jump, but shut down by some of those B-side blockers.
It was Monster Jam's knee. Again, Monster Jam at the front of the pack. Pivot for B-side.
And again, Monster Jam with one of those big drawbacks.
We got Jackie Daniels in that pack as well. And Harmstrong as well, doing some great defense for B-side. Jucifer now taking Razor out. Oh, no, just kidding. Jucifer going to the Hampton Suites and in penalty box. Second scoring pass for Razor. Monster Jam with a beautiful assist right there on turn number 4. Another pass for Razor.
It looks so delicate, too. We have barrel. Ooh, almost staying
It
in
was
bounds
almost
there.
a nice little scoopty leap around there, but nope, denied.
Razor through for another scoring pass here with Barrel still looking to get some help here.
Oh, Barrel, still star in hand.
Stayed in bounds there.
Just bounced
JD.
off Jackie. Yeah, just bounced off of Jackie Daniels. Oh, it's still initial pass. And we're going to have another. Oh, no. I was going to say another 2-minute jam. 15 seconds left before that was called. Another scoreless jam. Ooh, 18 points for Razor. 152-7. 4.5 minutes left in the first period. Really quick, I want to thank some of our big sponsors. We have Royal Sponsors. We have 187 Killer Pads, 888 Poster Giant, and Louisiana's Cajun Bayou. Big thanks. Reaper donning the star for B-side. And the other Mr. Testosterone for Villain Era. Reaper. Reaper around the outside. Reaper is from Oklahoma, but I now is an Austin Anarchy skater, so that's very exciting. I do hail from Austin.
Feels like everyone's from Texas. It is. I've heard it's a large state.
On this track, I would say how many? 90%, Johnny?
Texas, kill, kill, kill.
Texas, kill, kill, kill. Hi. Do we have a watch party at Texas Roller Girls?
Yes, we do.
Oh, hi. Are y'all back? Yes. Tell us where you're watching from. If you're in the chat.
Let us know where you're coming from. We had the first lower scoring, not the first in a while. We have not had so many low scoring jams since the very beginning of this game, which we had a bunch of those back to back. So it was 4-0 for B-side, bringing our score to 156-7. We have Maven on the track for B-side and Shock jamming for Villain Era. Maven getting up towards this first turn. Will one-on-one with Yeehaw Peepaw, but able to get through for lead. Shock looking for an opening here on the first straightaway. Maven getting shut down there by Yeehaw Peepaw to the infield.
A nice assist by Jucifer, getting her through the pack, and then one little last push getting out of the pack and forcing the call off. But Villanera will hold at 7 points, and we do have 4 more on the board for B-side, 160-7.
A little back and forth banter here between Maven and our officials. We do have reffing this game, Laddie, Arson, Pi Radical, Zero Factorial, Sid Vicious, Nopak Shakur, Bacon the Question, and Thrillum Defoe.
Oh, nice. I love these names. And we have people from all over the nation: Indiana, Jersey, New York, Texas, Alaska. So far, you're the farthest viewer that we've read about this game. Hello, and thanks for watching. Is it dark right now?
Colorado, more Indiana, Baton Rouge. We have Sparkles Fantastic out on lead and Panic spinning around. I believe that was Yeti to complete an initial pass. Ooh, down to the floor goes Sparkles Fantastic, and a call off from the ground, getting a little help up there.
But a small scoring jump, 3 more points, so a little stopping of the bleeding, but it is. We've got a gusher.
We do have a gusher, and we have an official review being called here by Villain Era. Let's give a shout out to our crowd sponsors. That's Roll One, Allstate Hottie Agency, Nearby Notary, Creative Counseling and Wellness LLC, and Raising Cane's.
Lob that bread.
Oh, and Huck and HEB's lovely little boss, Frenchie, is getting dog sat by the Color Teal. Thank you, the Color Teal. Oh, Brazil. All right, international viewing. Fort Myers, Florida, Pennsylvania. Interstate 64. Oh my gosh, don't drive and watch Derby Thriller. Hopefully someone else is driving you. Cincinnati. Somewhere in Florida, Panhandle, heading home from Y'all Stars. Jamilto. Oh my gosh, Jamilto. I'm a fan. You had a great weekend. And a great name.
Oh, one of my favorites. That's definitely one of my favorites. Good to see so many people from a little bit of everywhere. I just gave that sponsor read to Raising Cane's, and I see someone watching from Baton Rouge, which is where Raising Cane's originates. In case
that's
you
great.
need some chicken history, there's your chicken history fact for the day.
And Huck Tua, I find out, makes her own version of the cane sauce at home because they don't have canes in Dallas, but guess what? We do in Austin. They came to Austin maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years. So they're spreading the love. I'm surprised we got it from before Dallas did.
They're getting out there.
But-
Is gas station fried chicken a thing? I've never been to Texas other than the airport once.
Oh yeah, you can get gas station egg
Okay,
rolls,
that's good to
everything.
know. Now
oh,
I
yeah.
can go. Now
oh
I
yeah.
can go.
Oh please, you would love Texas.
It's not that. I'll just get in the car one day and head there.
See, we also have Buc-ee's. Let's hear it for Buc-ee's in the chat. See, you need to come just for Buc-ee's and HEB.
Back lock on the jammer, and they're gonna get it.
Thank you, Johnny Pepper.
Thank you, Johnny Pepper. I feel like y'all could hear that.
I think you did hear that, but that's what they're asking for. We're assuming they're going to get it. Here we go.
So, a rare official review success.
Uphill. The dot turned into a plus.
We love when the dot turns into a plus. So, with a
Positivity.
whopping minute and 29 seconds left to use that official review.
HE
we are-
Beast, the high and only scorer, sorry, for Villain Era at the front of that pack, is the lead jammer for Villain Era.
HEB with Sparkle's Fantastic
Oh, power start.
now standing in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. HEB looking for 4, gets it with a little duck underneath. Monster Jam there on turn 4. We have
Looking for a 153-point jam for HE Beast.
Sparkle's Fantastic returning
Has
to
all
the pack
points so
here.
far.
Oh,
Ooh. Oh.
Jackie Daniels.
Oh, JD asking for the cut and gets it. Gets it.
It's the 4th power jam for B-side. We do have a star pass. Oh, it's Monster Jam. The Monster Jam. So this is the first time for Monster Jam jamming. They're doing great offense and defense for B-side. Oh, Phantom Blocker. What
About
just
to say
happened there? Beautiful. Oh my gosh.
I know you did, but if you didn't hear Johnny Pepper, we're all making the same jokes. It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. And is that a Sunday, Sunday, Sunday? I don't know what's happening. I hear lots of whistles. We have HEB returning to the track. Monster Jam on Sunday, Sunday, Sunday getting recycled about a half track's distance, it felt like. But HEB is through.
HE Beast.
The one place that I've seen,
Got a 2-for-1 combo right there. Both
onto
blockers
the
down.
concrete floor.
Is he going to get a low block for that? No. Just kidding. I didn't see a thing.
Chaotic end here to this first half. I want to say if there's one weakness that I've seen from these B-side blockers is that they all haven't been ready for the Villain Era jammers returning to the track. That's where Villain Era jammers have really taken advantage. But other than that, they have been just brutal to watch. And we do have Villain Era putting up 8 there to B-side 6. That'll be a score of 169, nice 2. Villain Era's 15.
All 15 of those points
Good
scored by
timeout.
HEBs. So we'll be right back in just under 15 minutes. But we'll see you soon. I'm Muffin
Not a
Temple.
timeout.
Oh, it's a timeout. I'm just kidding.
I saw, well, the
It
only
is.
reason I
Yeah,
said
it's
that-
official review. And it might
Oh,
be for
it's an
that thing
official
that I
review.
probably didn't see, but we'll see.
Well, there was a lot going on there.
That's what they're gonna review.
Yeah, Villain Era
Mambo
went up
says,
there.
I did not cut the fucking track.
So they
Oh.
they have
Look at it.
used
They're
their,
holding
after
up
I
and
made a
on.
comment about the limited amount of time for them to use that official review, they have decided to.
Oh.
We will see if they get the little plus sign back here. So we do have a clock stoppage. I don't know if it was caught on the stream, but I saw a table slowly starting to be moved onto the track for halftime, and then just the table start to disappear
Creeping
like
back.
that Homer Simpson.
Thank you. I'm glad you saw it. That's funny. Oh, back into the bushes.
Yeah.
So Cane's is a sponsor, but look at, they are in Texas and they are in Dallas. I need to tell Huck Tua. So they're in Garland, Irving, Dallas, Denton. That's all over the Metroplex. Thank you, Rowan. This is Mambo and Pop's HEBs, folks. Oh, hi. I love Wombo. Mom Mambo. I've met you before at Clover Cup. I know I have.
Mambo.
Yeah,
Love
Mambo.
that. A parent derby name, or like any, like a spouse, a child. One of my favorite things about this sport.
Yep. Oh, Canes in OKC. Nice.
There's long breaks and intermission are great.
See, Galaxy Inferno loves Buc-ee's.
Check out Addie's Blooming Wildly Body Breakdown by Cleat. Celestial Habits. Search Chinatown.
I'm going to take this moment to give a shout out to our non-skating officials. We have Flip Wheeled Assassin, French Thwarter, Mausoleum, Blockness Monster, Rose Lambo, Fun Police, Identity Crisis, and Misery Chop here working on this game. Huge shout out to all of our officials making this happen.
Coach Tiny in the sparkle dress.
Aww. It is Sparkle Sunday.
Muffins twins.
Okay, yeah, so it's officially halftime. We will be back.
Hi folks, Tui Lin here, and I'm here to ask you if your helmet is cooked. Whether you're on the derby track or at the skate park, your helmet has one job, to protect you. So let's check out your helmet together and find out if it's still doing its job. Look for the following signs to determine if the EPS foam in your helmet has deteriorated. 1. Physical cracks or deformations. 2. Soft spots. 3. Discoloration. 4. Separation from the shell. 5. Age. Helmets should be replaced every 3 years depending upon usage, even if they appear
Away from you?
I got Terry one. I got Terry one.
Yes, Maggot.
They're passing around that mic like it's poison.
Hello everyone. My name is Yosa Vega. I'm member of the Latino, and I have a message for you all for donating this weekend. I have something to say. Today we want to express our deepest gratitude for your generous support of our Latino community. Thanks to our donors, we have been able to send donations to Mexico, Brazil, Peru, and Colombia. The reality is that our community in Latin America faces unique challenges and barriers that make every resource invaluable. When you choose to support us, not only does it make it possible for us to continue building bridges of opportunity for current and future generations, we are also sending a powerful message that our community matters, that our struggles are recognized, and that our dreams deserve to be supported. We commit to keep working to multiply the impact of your generosity and build a stronger, more resilient community. Your solidarity strengthens the bonds that unite us as a community. Thank you to every person that donated this weekend. We have a plan to send that help to our community. We're going to keep posting to our social media. Thank you very much.
Was created as a bridge between the people in our community who live in different areas of the world. We feel privileged to be standing before you, but that privilege does not come without any heartbreak. As most of you know, the Latinx community, along with other marginalized communities, are being unfairly targeted and have been targeted since the beginning of colonization. We cannot allow history to repeat itself, not to us or any of our beloved communities. Whether been directly impacted. Our skaters, friends, and families are under a great amount of stress and fear. We are asking everyone in this venue to take a stand by speaking up and supporting us and our community on the track and off the track. Tomorrow, February 3rd, is a day without an event. There will be no shopping, no school, no work, and we ask you and those that have the privilege to do so to stand with us as allies in any way possible. We appreciate your support, and we want to remind you that there is power in numbers. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna go kick ass now.
though wanted it. Who wanted the official review? They did. Hi, we're back. Okay, so Villanera wanted that cut track penalty reversed. They did not win that official review. So we'll continue with the second half. 169 B-side over Villanera. They are holding with 15 points. High score and only scorer for Villanera is Wombo Combo, a.k.a. Ichi Beast. And high scorer for B-side is going to be Razor. Razor had about 66 points, give or take, because my math is, my chicken scratch is illegible. 66 within 5 jams. So per capita, more jams per jam, and also highest scoring jam. And then Sparkle's fantastic, 56 points in 7 jams, second highest score. And then lead jammer status, 83%. No, 70. Yeah, 83% B-side, lead jammer status over 17 for Villanera. But Villanera had a little break. They're going to come out fighting, we know. And then we will have a power. Oh, so it was Monster Jam had a cut. I'm sorry. So I was lying when I said earlier. It was Monster Jam. We'll start this next jam from the penalty box that is sponsored by Hampton Suites and Inn. So Monster Jam.
I just want to let you all know who are watching in the stream. I know that it was tough to hear the speakers during halftime. When this game is put up, it will have
the transcript.
Yeah, the transcript on it. You'll be able to see what was said there. We apologize for being a little bit out of our mic's reach, but that'll be seeable later. Important message. It's great to be here together in solidarity this weekend. It's important for us to hold space together and be in the presence of each other. Yes. And stand up for each other.
Be a good neighbor and abolish ICE. Support your friends. HE Beast, Power Star Advantage for Villanera. The pack has already almost reached turn number 3. Nice assist from Jucifer, just enough, narrowly escaping a hit from Doc Flatliner. Lead jammer status goes to HE Beast.
And HEB flashing a little heart to his bench over there as he passes them. I hear a whistle here as HEB looking for 4 points there right in front of our camera. That is Yeehaw Peepaw headed to the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box for Villanera.
Power Jam over Monster Jam, contending with Jucifer at the front of that pack, as well as Silly Sybin, but through on initial is Monster Jam. HE Beast, taking a hit from Dr. Flatliner and calling the jam.
Jucifer now sitting wearing the pivot helmet cover in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. The Juice Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
22 points total for Villanera and scoreless jam for B-side, 169 to 22.
Thank you, Machu Picchu, for saying what was happening during halftime in the chat so the folks at home who couldn't hear know what's going on. We have Blint for B-side against Shock for Villanera. We do have a short pack for Villanera right now with no vacancies. 4 blockers in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box, but Yeehaw Peepaw back on the track now.
Yeti at that front of that pack. Oh, nice assist from Yeehaw, but not enough. Oh, it is. Shock out on initial. But we already have a scoring pass for Blint.
I don't think it gets caught up on the mics, but it's so funny when we say the same thing at the same time as the house announcers. I love it.
I love it too.
Synergy. Go team announcers.
Yep, 1 quick point scored by Shock at the end of that jam. 23 for Villanera, and we have a 177 for B-side.
Shock was dancing back to the bench over there.
Makes her the second
I got one. Right, second highest score for the Villanera. Thank you, Johnny P. If you're a fan of Villanera, they have merch, and I just noticed the hoodie of B-side Coach. I think I needed one of those hoodies as well.
Cool. So we have the other Mr. T jamming for Villanera, and Sparkle's fantastic getting lead with a spin move there right on turn 2.
Beautiful exit of that pack. Sparkles trying to take a hip whip off Jackie Daniels and gets around Yeehaw Peepaw.
Oh! Called that a cut track.
Power jam.
Taking a seat in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. That'll be the other Mr. T then, jamming unopposed just up against Monster Jam, who has a monster hit to the outside there, recycling the other Mr. T all the way back, approaching turn 3. That is cruel and unusual. Well, it's cruel and usual.
The second power jam in favor of Villain Era.
We do, if you couldn't hear that, have Sparkles Fantastic headed back out of the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box onto the track with the other Mr. T there on turn 3, having an all-out battle with Monster Jam. Trying to get a little bit of help there from Juicy. We have a completed pass there by the other Mr. T. This will go the full 2 minutes. We have about 23 seconds and counting left on this jam clock. Ooh. Monster Jam is having a monster game when it comes to monster hits on Sundays. Sunday.
Sparky threw on another pass.
And I didn't even see Misty Maven getting called there. Headed to the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box where she will remain until the next jam.
10-point jam for Sparkles. 187
for the other Mr. T.
Yep, 26 points for Villain Era. Jackie Daniels playing for B-Side. I just want to say happy anniversary. 20 years of roller derby celebrated in April for Jackie Daniels. Jackie, I salute you.
We have Barrel and Razor. What's that word for like Madonna and Cher and people with one name? Mononamo? That's what it is now. We have 2 Mononamo. Oh, but it's Barrel with lead for Villain Era coming around this track so fast.
Barrel's
Looks
gonna
like Razor out on the initial.
Oh yeah, and the pack really speeding up.
One
With
to
Grizzly
go.
Bear. Grizzly Bear with the assist, a quick hit it and quit it. That's a scoreless jam for B-Side. 4 on the board for Barrel.
All of these Villain Era jammers now putting up some points, spreading it around. Got Reaper taking the line there for B-Side. Looks like we have...
Is it Scary Dog Privilege? I'm not
quite
sure.
see.
Yeah, it's hidden
Obscured
from
by-
our view.
We'll find out any second now. It's Panic per the scoreboard here. And we have
Okay,
both
Panic.
jammers.
Look at Panic. Contending with Monster Jam at the front of that pack, as well as Jackie Daniels and Harmstrong. Harmstrong again.
Do you
Wow.
hear a whistle? Was that on? That was to Silly Sybin of Villain Era taking a seat in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. We have both of these jammers out, but it is Reaper with lead status there. Is that going to be a scoreless jam?
It will. That's our second scoreless jam of this game. 187 to 30. Look at double O Darla, double dog Darla. Points. Yes, points. Hi, Waterboy. Waterboy is also on team announcer, hails from West Texas Roller Derby. Go, Jackie.
We are back in action. That's HEB and Blint, but Blint out with quick lead there for B-Side.
HEB's tapped to the infield, resetting just before the jammer line. We have Kingspin. Oh! Kingspin distracted with offense as
Kingspin
Blink cut through.
and Grimace right now, just having a personal situation, it seems. Just
Oh, yeah,
some
chest
one-on-one
bump.
blocking, just no one paying attention to the jammer. We're just...
Chest bump to chest bump. Another quick pass by Blint.
HEB is currently seated in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. Well, now standing, I believe, with a forearm went through very quickly there for another 4 on the scoreboard.
Fifth power jam in favor of B-side. But Wombo Combo, a.k.a. HE Beast, is back on the track.
HE, again, see, I said it at the end of last half. Coming out of the
cute.
penalty box, these villain-era jammers are just coming in hot and performing out of the penalty box, the Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box, because they got so well rested in those comfortable Hampton Inn and Suites room there. Just a little nap, and you're ready to play the best roller derby of your life.
Very short power nap. 202 to 30. That was a quick 15-point jam for Balint. We're already 9 minutes into this half.
Sparkle's fantastic, who's been fantastic for B-side.
Look at
Wearing
Shock.
the helmet cover, but that's Shock out with lead jammer status for Villain Era.
So Villain Era getting a lead jammer status 3 of these first 7 jams of the second half. Shock resetting. Has to get around Monster Jam and the Dr. Flatliner. Oh, no, just kidding. That is a power jam. 2 power jams in a row in favor of B-side. So we will have a 2-minute jam.
Oh, that's going to be penalty number 5 there for Yeehaw Peepaw, taking a seat in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
Monster Jam, accepting the star, will be the jammer of record for B-side. Monster Jam does not look happy about jamming. But you must take responsibility. You're going to be the pivot. You have to take a chance of having to jam and save the day for your team. That was a quick 30 seconds. Shock back on the track.
Monster Jam.
Jucifer.
Still shaking his head.
Yep, Jucifer.
I didn't want to jam.
Right.
I didn't want to jam.
I don't want to do this. But Jucifer accepting the star. It was a sly star pass. Where is Jucifer? Jucifer is caught up in the back there. On to Jucifer.
I'm trying to see on Jucifer's face if we're having a similar expression.
Right? I don't want to jam. What are you doing? No.
Yeehaw Peepaw on Monster Jam action here. Pushed out of play. Jucifer hanging out behind this slow, I think just letting the clock run out now as we have 2 seconds to go. Everyone has decided to just let the pivots just quit. They were like, there's a couple seconds left.
Just like your producer.
I don't know if you heard that from behind us, but Johnny Pepper has quit producing as well. He's on his phone, but he is following the chat. So say hi to Johnny. Tell him we said hi. 12-point jam, 12-0 jam, 2:14 for B-side. We do have a crash course timeout, team timeout.
Crash Course helps busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. Want to make 2-minute jams feel easy? Visit ChrissyCrash.com to learn more. Life is a contact sport. Win.
And again, we want to talk about the rest of our day. We have more championship games. It's all for first and second place of all our divisions today. So
Coming up after this, we have the third place game for the main division. That's going to be
thank you.
Fuego Latino against the New York All-Stars, and that will be at 4:40 p.m. in Central Time. So if you're watching to root for your friends on Team New York, that's going to be at 5:40 in Eastern Standard Time. And then after that, at 6:30 Central Time, we do have the main division championship game, so make sure you don't miss that. That is between Team Canada and Black Diaspora.
Thank you for catching and correcting me on that, Bex. We are off. Razor back on the jam line for B-side, and the other Mr. Testosterone jamming for Villain Era.
I have to look at a schedule 90 times so I know where I'm supposed to be when, so it is now in my brain. Otherwise, I will just never get anywhere. We do have
Oh, yeah, you're on the next game. That's exciting.
In-house, I believe, with
Yeah.
Tally. Ooh, we do have the other Mr. T sitting in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box for a forearm penalty, and now a big drawback by Villain Era on Razor, who was not interested in slowing down, able to put up 4 more.
That's 3 power jams within 3 jams in favor of B-side. Razor already through again.
We have the other Mr. T returning to the track.
We got Razor caught up a little. Ooh, that's Kingspin, Haktua. Who else is in that blocking tripod? 5, 6, 7. Scary dog privilege. Haktua now at the back of the pack. Oh, there it is. There's an escape. That took a little work for that pass. But that is a second scoring pass for Razor.
And Scary Dog Privilege accepting the helmet cover there for Villain Era, becoming your jammer of record, but getting knocked to the inside by Trublaka. I hear a whistle.
Ooh, we have a power jam in favor of Villain Era.
And that will give them a power start as well, as we have 11 seconds on the jam clock.
It's the 3rd power jam for Villain Era.
Scary Dog Privilege. Taking a break.
Time for hugs. So we will have a power start.
They knew they had that power start. They were like, we got 16 minutes left in this game, 17 minutes almost. Maintain that energy. It's been a long weekend here.
Oh, Senor Pupu, yeah, you like New York and Fuego, as you can play for both teams.
I'm very
don't you?
excited about that game.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Barrel almost falling over the jam line there right before the jam started. So we have a very fast-moving pack here. It's being this power start with Razor now standing in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. Barrel looking for it. Initial there we get lead status.
What? Barrel is the lead jammer.
Barrel with Razor not far behind. No.
But Barrel actually getting through lead jammer status both times he jammed the second half.
Called it even though Razor was on their initial pass.
Oh, whoops. Wah, wah. Oh, Misty may have been very happy about that.
Johnny Pepper in the chat saying I do have the best seat in the venue. It is a great seat.
It really is. I think we have our 3rd scoreless jam of this game, though. That's kind of fun. 15 and a half minutes left in this game. Reaper back on the jam line for B-side. And Panic jamming, trying to take a shirt whip off of Kingspin. Oh, it's a quick closing of the wall. Yeti doing some great blocking. Yeti, oh, wow. Ooh. The old 1, 2, 3. Oh, taking Panic down and resetting all the way at the back. That was the Skara Yeti combo. But we have lead jammer status going to Reaper.
Reaper spinning around that last line of defense there at the front of the pack. I hear
Star pass to Scary Dog Privilege.
some whistles. We have a Villain Era blocker headed to the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
Looks like Grizzly Bear.
That is Grizzly Bear.
Quick 8-point jam for B-side. They have 236. And Villain Era will hold at 30. And we will have a power start. So Scary Dog Privilege will start this next jam from the penalty. No, just kidding. Just kidding. I think Scary Dog was just saying hi to Grizzly Bear. The bear and the dog were having a chat.
We were just chatting, you know? We have HEB up against Blint, but Blint out with a super quick lead. HEB looking to chase.
Oh, swing and a miss by Doctor.
Oh, and just stays in just by a hair.
Yep, no pass earned for Wombo Combo, a.k.a. HEBs, but threw on initial and forces the call off. Again, held scoreless. That is Villain Era. We do have 4 more on the board for B-side. Oh, yeah, I missed some points earlier, but anyway. 240. to 30. 13 and a half minutes left in this game.
Grizzly Bear now standing, which you can see with your own eyes, standing in the Hampton Suites penalty box.
AKA G.I. Joel, who also coaches for Fuego Latino. Ooh, that was a quick lead jammer status.
Quick lead there for Sparkles. Fantastic. Shock hopping over a teammate. They're getting knocked to the inside, hopping back in quickly, though, still looking to complete that initial as Sparkles. Fantastic. Coming up to get 4. Did drop a foot on the infield there, so getting recycled back with Shock still looking to get through that lockdown B-side 4-wall shape. Everybody now on the far straightaway, but Sparkle's fantastic, getting through for 4 more.
Sneaking on through.
I had a sparkly shirt on and I took it off because I forgot it was Sunday and I'm sad. That's all I can think about right now.
Oh,
my
sorry.
sequins. My sequins.
Sparkle Sunday, Sunday, Sunday continues. Okay, Shock out on initial. That took some work. We're a minute into this jam.
Big old smile, though, coming around the track. We have a call off there. Was it Sparkle?
No, she wants Sparkles.
I want Sparkle.
Oh, Johnny can help you with Sparkles, though.
Oh, my God.
247 to 30.
Thank you.
Just under 12 minutes left in this game.
It's just my sadness over not having Sparkles.
We're going to have Razor back on the jam line. Razor was the high scorer at the half.
Sparkles between games. We have 11 minutes and 37 seconds heading into the 13th jam. That is the other Mr. T on the line, and Razor for B-side. Both these jammers working up that first straightaway.
Razor only held to 14 points the second half, but was the high scorer at the half, coming into the half with 66 points.
I hear a whistle. I don't know for whom.
I do see lead jammer status going to Razor.
Looks like that might be... Yes, Jucifer headed to the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
Jucifer sitting on 4 penalties.
Yeehaw Peepaw just doing 1 push-up there, slightly on the infield on the far straightaway, with Razor coming around to put up some more points. We did have 3 on that last pass, so it was a no pass.
Wow.
Somewhere in there. Ooh, a little spinny move, but getting shut down anyway by one of the...
Pain, that's pain.
Is that pain? That is pain.
Again, I want to say hi to Guillotine Grace if you're watching. We miss you. Pepper says hi as well and misses you. Okay, Juicebox, or aka Jucifer, back on the track. We'll greet them at turn number 3. Monster Jam with a nice assist, and not quite enough. We do have Yeehaw Peepaw holding up Monster Jam right in the middle of that tripod. And then Monster Jam quickly shifting to defense. So yes, another scoreless jam for Villain Era, holding at 30. 9 more for B-side. 256 to 30.
Some more high fives on the track. Maven, I didn't see who the other person was. Quick callback to our halftime moment. I mentioned this on the first day of the weekend, but my original league, the Long Island Roller Rebels, which is where Misty Maven started skating, which is why I bring it up, they're currently in a legal battle over laws in the county restricting trans athletes from competing in public spaces, and they have been fighting those laws for a while. Check them out at LI Roller Rebels on Instagram to show them some love. Ooh, that spin to the outside there.
Speaking of spinning, that was King Spin's first time at donning the star, forcing that call off, but another scoreless jam for Villain Era. Reaper. Ooh, is it a total scoreless jam period? Yeah, I believe that's our 4th scoreless jam. 256 to 30.
All right, we have Panic and Blint, but it is Blint with quick lead for B-side. Oh, Panic with a beautiful spin there.
So good. It's still continuing. Oh. Tapped out, but no, still inbounds.
Just drop that one hand, and that is allowed.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the fans right by where that tumble happened, just so excited to see that it was only one hand out. We have Blint getting drawn all the way back
by Yeehaw Peepaw.
It's by Yeehaw Peepaw, and we're in sync again with our in-house announcer. Everyone drawn back here. Panic working against, looks like JD. And now one other B-side blocker with Armstrong headed to the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
Wow. Busting through that wall again. Blint again. Third scoring pass for Blint.
We do the B-side bench right in front of us, if you could hear them. Oh, attempt there. It did look like a wheel went out. Attempted little run up the inside there, but it doesn't work out for Blint. We do have a successful star pass to Scary Dog Privilege, who gets hit to the outside by Jackie Daniels, who is going to go take a seat for, I think, a back block in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. And so we'll start this next jam. Sitting there.
16-point jam for Blint. 4-3 pack advantage for B-side. Oh, just under 7 minutes left in this game. And we're going to have a pivot line start, at least at the moment.
So as a reminder, this is our championship game for the Open Division. So the winner of this game will get their first place recognition. We have Barrel jamming for Villain Era. Sparkle's fantastic for B-side. A blocker, a piece in the box for these teams. Oh, that's Sparkle's fantastic with lead, but Barrel right behind. Thinking about the call off. Gonna get a couple points first.
Ooh, I think points are
Barrel
stolen.
got something. Yes, 4 up for Barrel with that quick work there right at the end of the jam, and 3 for B-side.
Winning that jam, Villain Era. What? 275-34. Just under 6 minutes left in this game.
Looks like we're about to have a clock stoppage. We are. That is an official review being asked for here by B-side. Let me tell you about some of our sponsors here. Poster Giant. Thanks to Poster Giant, from wild posting and guerrilla marketing to digital campaigns, Poster Giant makes your message stand out. Need to get the word out for your next big event? Visit postergiant.net today and let them take your promotion to the next level.
Elizabeth McCune, yes, it's anyone's game.
Tell her I said hi.
You're funny. And Johnny Pepper says hi. So also, if you want to win stuff from your home, if you're watching, 888 and 187 is giving a gift card giveaway. They're teaming up, and they're going to give a massive gift card giveaway for $500. You could win $500 to spend on all your favorites: gear, bags, helmets, and more. Enter to win now at tinyurl.com/y'all-stars giveaway. tinyurl.com/y'all-stars giveaway. You can't win if you don't enter.
Yes.
Make sure after our main division championship game, which will be this evening at 6:30 Central, do not log off when it's over, because I believe we will be having our awards ceremony streaming as well for these 4 days of roller derby. Juniors, main division, open division, MVPs, all the good stuff.
I'm sure there'll be somebody here. Yes.
And we're going to have HE Beast on the line again after a 5-jam break. And HE Beast again is the high score for the Villain Era. And we're going to have Razor donning the star for B-side. They are now congratulating Jackie on the 20 years, and I think they found out from
We
me.
had yeehaw people. Both?
Yeehaw Peepaw on the 6th penalty, almost completed, about to come out less than 10 seconds from the Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box.
Was just giving JD a little cheer on the accomplishment here, just to, you know, all-time legends of the sport just hanging out in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box, but not for long.
Oh yeah, Quadzilla probably has 40 years. Was in a roller jam. Okay, they are off. Razor contending with Yeehaw Peepaw at the front of the pack, but through for
Able
the
to juke
jammer.
around there, and oh, never mind. Razor got a forearm, headed to the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. That means HEB looking for an initial pass, completes it with some quick work there on the first straightaway, headed back, looking for more points. I do hear lead jammer being assessed there to HEB in full control. We got those Villain Era blockers trying to break up that B-side pack here. Woo, getting knocked to the inside. And some very impressive staying on foot there by our ref Pi Radical. Ooh.
Oh no.
We will have a clock stoppage here as our medics come out to check on a skater. Huge shout out to the folks that come be medics for us here. Let this all happen safely. Give some more shout outs. Oh, you can hear the clapping here, which is always a good sign after jam is called for injuries. Skater up and headed over to the bench, or headed over to the medic area, I'm not sure, but skating, standing, skating, all the good things you want to see.
And then Johnny Pepper saying hi to his new grandbaby, Haley Grace. Pawpaw Pepper. Oh, Johnny Pepper, a.k.a. Pawpaw Pepper. Peepaw Pepper? No, it's Pawpaw Pepper. I like Peepaw Pepper. That's fun to say. So 275 to 36. We have just a minute. Oh, no, 4.5 minutes left in this game.
Clock still stopped for now. Oh, goodness, there's a shark on the track. Oh, no, there's more.
Shout out to Sharknado.
Speaking of, we're missing Sharknado today. Number 35 on Villainair did not make the trip.
Fins up.
Oh, no, he's on B-side. So, yes, you're here in spirit, Sharknado.
Rolling whistle. I think we're going to play some roller derby. Sharks on the track. We have Reaper for B-side and Shock jamming for Villain Era. Both these. Oh my goodness, Reaper spinning, defying.
Oh, a penalty.
I was gonna say, what I was about to say is defying logic in the way that just worked. That's because it didn't work, and now we have a power jam in favor of Shock and Villain Era.
Yeti is so fast, but Yeti misses. Shock is out. Shock is the lead jammer for
That's two
Villain
leads
Era.
in a row. 2 leads in a row there for Villain Era, taking advantage of 2 jammer penalties in a row for B-side. Looking for some points here. Very fast-moving B-side pack. Oh, hit to the outside there by, I believe that is Grimace. Grimace like the Grimace or like the facial expression?
Yes.
Both.
Both.
Love that. Let's go Mets. Just put it out there. Oh, and we have a second penalty here for Reaper. So Shock will have more time to score some points and does so.
All right. Another power jam. Interesting. Chola Rolla, hi. Please send Sharknado our love. Definitely missed, and it would be great to see you here too as well, Chola.
Healing vibes.
We're sending healing vibes for sure. Bonita's not here. We do miss Bonita. Quick
Beryl
four.
sitting here in the who I think was
Oh.
on the track as a blocker, now sitting.
We got Grimace in there too.
So, not so many vacancies here at the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. It looks like we do have, that is Beryl, who is blocking for Villanera. And then we have Reaper, who is the jammer and now standing. And then we also have Grimace.
And locked on in the start for the first time, Lock, a.k.a. Ramsey from Dallas Derby Devils.
Ooh, gets lead, but
yeah, sneaking out of the
Reaper
box.
coming out of the box.
That was Reaper. Oh, Reaper jammer on jammer defense right there on the straightaway. Ooh.
Hug. They're that's
chest
almost,
bumps.
That's hugging.
Oh, that was smooth. Reaper with the defense, and then I'm going to continue and score some points. Lock caught up.
Lock is lead there. Lock waiting to call until Beryl was out of the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
So Reaper, here's an instant replay. Is it of the chest to chest? There it is. I love you. You want to meet later? See you at the after party? Okay.
And then that quick escape out of that one-on-one blocking there. So that was a 4-3 jam for B-side, bringing our score to 279 to 47 for those of you who are listening and driving. So a couple mentions that before, you better only be listening. I do that, though.
Oh, yeah. True Blocka donning the start for the first time this game for B-side.
Ooh, and that is the other Mr. T with lead, but both of these jammers racing now. True Blocka getting out first. We'll see what the other Mr. T and Villanera choose to do with this opportunity. They're going to let it run.
Yep, 3 leads in a row for the Villain Era.
True Blocka getting drawn back there, but able to get through. Other Mr. T.
True Blocka did win MVP in a game
Friday.
before, yes. Yeehaw Peepa has also won an award earlier this weekend.
That was also on Friday. Yesterday, the only open division game was the 3rd and 4th place game. That was between Team Pennsylvania and Trans Rollers United. If you did not see that game, you missed out on, I think, what was the closest game of the weekend. It
the
came down
Transylvania bout.
The Transylvania bout.
It was so clever. It was Trans Rollers United versus Pennsylvania.
And it came down to the last seconds. It was crazy. It will be archived. You will be served well by going back to watch it.
Oh, indeed. Ended up 1 point jam.
Lucifer is now the acting jammer here for Villain Era, knocked out on the outside of turn 4. Headed all the way back around.
Chola Rolla calling True Blocka Jamma.
We have
Star Pass.
the penalty boxes. The penalty. I'm losing it. We're all losing it here. The period clock has run out here, and we are looking at the last 5 seconds on the jam clock here. So this championship game likely to end imminently. Clock about to run out. We do have an unofficial final score. Big jam there for both teams. 12 on the board for B-side, 10 for Villain Era. The unofficial final score being 291 to 57 in favor of B-side in this championship game. We will check out another replay here from that last jam of that. Just powering True Blocka through the pack there to put up some points.
I think we know who the winner is. Yes, indeed. Unofficially.
I'm waiting for the final score.
Unofficially.
Oh, that's a rolling whistle. So we do have a final score of 291 for B-side and 57 for Villain Era. That makes B-side your championship winning team for the open division here at Y'all Stars Skate Showdown. Villain Era taking second place in that division. That was a blast. It's like watching, it really is like the All-Star weekend for the NBA or the Pro Bowl game or whatever they call it that nobody watches. This probably had much more fans than that. It was fantastic. Some of the greatest skaters of all time.
Oh, yeah. And I'd like to thank our THA PR Armageddon for putting us together on this game. That was a fun call.
That was a blast. And thanks to PR for doing so much and having really great calls this whole weekend, too. I love listening to PR call a game.
Oh, for sure. And we have an extended break. We're going to have a 26-minute break. The next game will be at 4:40 Central Time, and it will be New York versus Fuego Latino.
For third place, the winner of that game will be getting the bronze medal in the main division competition here this weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. I have been Belligerent Bex.
I'm still Muffin Tumble.
Tui here, and I'm here to ask you if your helmet is cooked. Whether you're on the derby track or at the skate park, your helmet has one job: to protect you. So let's check out your helmet together and find out if it's still doing its job. Look for the following signs to determine if the EPS foam in your helmet has deteriorated. 1. Physical cracks or deformations. 2. Soft spots. 3. Discoloration. 4. Separation from the shell. 5. Age. Helmets should be replaced every 3 years depending upon usage, even if they appear to be in good condition. 6. Unusual odors. Let's move on to the outer shell and consider your previous impacts. If the helmet has been involved in a significant impact, the EPS foam could be compromised even if no visible damage is apparent. If the strap adjusters, clip, or straps are compromised, your helmet placement might be compromised if you take a fall. Last but not least, if your helmet doesn't fit you properly, it's not going to do its job when you need it most. Your helmet should sit about 1 finger width above your eyebrows and stay put when you're moving around or shaking your head. Visit 888.com to find out about our cutting-edge helmet technology and designs. The most certifications, the latest technology, the best fit. We've got you covered.